How do you know when something's true or not? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I wanted to discuss a situation I had. It happens a lot, but this was one that was very unique, and it was when I went and visited these folks, the folks over at Rogue Protection Group. This is a firearms training school in my hometown here of Grants Pass. Yeah, you can go and find them at, I believe it's roguepg.com. You go check that out. Rogue Protection Group. Great group of folks. Really interesting stuff. I took a basic pistol training class because, well, I'm looking to get my conceal and carry possibly. So one of the things necessary was taking a class like this, and had it recommended by some friends, and very happy that I got to see it. And there's a whole bunch of cool things that occur. Now when you get yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit, because this is not the type of thing that I would run and put myself out of my way to go and do, right? This is something that just kind of happened, and it just kind of snowballed, and it was something that both me and my wife wanted to do. I went out and did it first. She's going to do it next, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but not enough to really put myself out to go and do it. And one of the reasons is whenever I do something like this, it usually changes my perspective quite a bit, and that change in perspective can make a huge difference in your lifestyle. So now, because I've bought new guns and so forth, I'm not here to talk about whether guns are good or guns are bad, and certainly not everyone should have guns or should be around guns. But you should look into it so you know for sure for yourself, one way or the other. Some of the things that I learned at this thing, and I've been around guns since I was a pretty young kid. I'd been around guns in a very safe way, and never had a whole lot of one-on-one interaction except with friends. You know, shooting with friends. Once again, in a safe way. I've been to the I've been to shooting at the range and things of that sort. I've had a rifle since I was pretty young. I was probably 19, 20 years old when I got my first rifle. And so it's been one of these things that I've always had an interest in, but I didn't realize how much in my brain had been placed there from movies and everything else into how I thought these things actually work, and how I thought that a confrontational situation would actually occur, and how, you know, traumatic situations that happen with guns actually happen in real life, and being able to talk to some of the people that have been through those things and have worked with other people through those things, that was really eye-opening. And I had learned all these different things from friends, from family, from people that I trust the most about guns and what the best thing to do with guns are, that I know today, as opposed to yesterday, was not the best advice. How do I know that? Now, it could be just that I met some people that impressed me, and I automatically take their word over someone else's because I see them as high-up experts. That's one way you could be looking at it. But there's another way also. If you're objective about what you're looking at, and you don't get emotional about it, and you can see it very clearly and just watch it, things will bubble to the surface that are true. When you hear something that's just dead on true, that makes sense, you go, that makes more sense than anything I've ever heard before. I've never heard it quite that way, but I know it's true. There's that BS detector that we all have on the inside, and it goes both ways. It could tell when someone's lying, and it could also tell when someone's telling the truth. And I had a couple of those little aha moments, you know, like aha, you know, a couple of those really eye-opening moments today in hearing what these experts in their field, but people with more experience than me, but also they said things in a way that I never quite heard them before, and I go, that makes more sense than everything I've heard up till this point. And so they changed my perspective. Just happens to be about guns, okay? That's just one thing. But they helped change my perspective on some things. And if you can grab a hold of those little moments, those little aha moments where you get something, where you have that little tiny epiphany, then it can make a world of difference for you and your life. But also, I mean, we talk about business here. It can change your business because you won't get stuck. You'll break out of the box that you don't even know you're in. See, I didn't know I was in a box with a lot of my thoughts regarding guns and specifically pistols. I didn't realize I was stuck in a box. That had movies had placed me there, society had placed me there, my friends and family had placed me there. I didn't realize it. Going through that experience, I realized, okay, I was in a box. You start seeing the box. You start realizing, oh, okay, you mean I can just get out of it? Okay. And that changes everything. It opens up a whole lot of things. In fact, one epiphany can set off a chain reaction to where you end up having epiphanies about something completely unrelated to that item. I mean, here's this little situation I had today with this day-long course that I took, and I'm having all these other epiphanies that blossom off of it, which is really great stuff. Can change everything. Little things can make a big difference. It's like they say, you know, the big doors swing on little hinges. So just something to keep in mind. Little ideas can always do that. I have 9 little ideas, real basic ideas that can make a huge difference in your business. Go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You go get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. I'll be back here tomorrow night. Hey, you get out there, put yourself a little bit outside your comfort zone, and watch for true things that are hiding right behind some of the most simplest places you could never imagine. Have a good one. Get out there and let the magic happen.